Previously on Dance Academy.
You didn't think we'd worry about you?
Who's we?
Everyone, your friends.
We've got friends here. Have a great trip back.
Listen, guys, we're up against the last day of re-enrollment. Have any of you heard anything?
The I Quit speech? I've heard it 100 times. For the next 2 weeks, you're off sick. No classes, no work. Tell everyone you have glandular.
Hey, where's Sammy? He's on, like, now.
He was in an accident.
Where's family?
Early risers. Studies by clever boffins show they tend to be more positive and super successful. Positivity, that's the key. Sure, I've got reasons to be glum. We all do. But glum won't get me into third year, no siree. Boffin fact 2. Continuous exercise and smiling are two activities which release endorphins, nature's antidepressants. Therefore, if I keep this up, I'm going to feel amazing. And if I feel amazing, well, this whole year will be a piece of cake. Not that I'm allowed cake.
It's gonna be futile, Earthling. It's like dawn.
So are you back or are you back?
I figure this place is as good as any to cruise for a year.
Cruise? You have no idea how intense our classes are right now.
I'm back 5 minutes and she already wants to pie chart my life.
How do you possibly have Gaga tickets?
We have private after party Mardi Gras Gaga tickets.
Squeal!
There you are.
So, you know, Lucy, I may scrape in a touch after curfew tomorrow night.
Actually, you'll be performing in Les Quatre Arbres and then heading directly to the boarding house.
Minor setback, count me in. Well, that was embarrassing. We have to set some ground rules of behaviour.
Yes, we do. I waited in my office for you this morning again.
Sorry, I didn't realise our little catch-ups were compulsory.
You and I both acknowledged there were issues last year, so don't get narky when I check on your progress.
Yeah, and wasn't making good friends at the very top of our strategy.
When you graduate, you can cavort with the company girls as much as you like. Until then, I'll embarrass you as much as I see fit.
Open your beaks! Surely it's not such an impossible concept. How long have you been students here? Open your beaks! Get your heels down!
Is that Madame Petrova back from the grave?
Madame Petrova would never have put up with his sloppiness from us when we were students.
Ah, she's right. Madame would beat us with a walking stick. My delicate skin would bruise so easily.
Third years, I'd like to introduce Marcus Kane, Artistic Director of the Austin Ballet.
Lucy's torn me from holiday mode to reveal the entirety of my wisdom to the second years, which should take about 15 minutes.
So you just bat those sleepy lashes and the academy begs you to come back?
I have friends in high places. How's Barcelona?
I have Lyme disease. Official bed rest.
You'll be feeling, guys, if not for me, then for our guest.
Ballet teachers, huh? We imprison you for 10 hours a day, then we complain when you're not unique snowflakes. Look, there's this assignment I've given my company before. It's, sorry, Zach, am I allowed to give assignments?
Nothing makes them happier.
Good. Now, to create different characters, you need to step outside yourselves and your training. Just let all that go. Become actors. Now, this piece you're doing, I want you to find someone, a non-dancer. Study them from inside out. What makes them tick? Then I want you to reinterpret your performance as that person.
Wiki, is Marcus single?
Divorced, I believe. How's that relevant? We're old friends. We haven't seen each other in years.
Hi.
Out. Out. We're 6 weeks into term.
Well, Christian and I could do one-on-one classes. It'd only be, what, an extra 10 or 12 hours a week?
Unfortunately, it's not just a matter of making up what's been missed. You know your place here depends on a scholarship. The board told me they've already redistributed those funds.
Well, they meet again tomorrow, don't they? We could take it to them, plead extenuating circumstances.
If it's too hard.
We'll sort this out, all right? This is where you belong.
Clumsy much?
Sorry. Don't worry about it. I've seen you around, haven't I?
There are millions of girls who look like me. It's a blonde thing. No one really looks at the face.
I'm Nick, by the way.
I know. I mean, you look like a Nick.
Yeah.
Nick-esque. Okay. I'm gonna head off now.
So who'd you pick? This is some pretty angry stuff.
That's what I was going for. This guy, he's not a good person.
Might sound namby-pamby, but the assignment's about getting into this guy's head, yeah? And seeing things from his perspective.
Okay. So donuts help with dengue fever?
Get in!
Kat, tell him he can't wear this to his board interview.
Kat, tell Ty I'm not dancing for the board in a suit and tie.
So, you and Lucy would have spent a lot of time together in these very hallways.
How do you mean?
She was pretty hot to trot back then, wasn't she? Her and Mum? I've seen the pictures.
Oh, you're Maeve's daughter? Oh, Grace, I'm so sorry to hear about.
Thanks. I didn't know her. So, Lucy's something else, huh? I only hope Javier appreciates.
Javier?
Don't get me wrong, he's handsome in a silver fox kind of way, and, you know, there's the whole mansion on the harbour thing. But would you date someone who didn't like ballet?
We've looked closely at your grades, Mr. Reed, and I have to say, for a scholarship student, they fluctuate rather alarmingly.
Well, dancing isn't about exams for me. Never has been.
Perhaps you might start by explaining why you decided not to come back at the start of the year.
I couldn't.
The school has invested a significant amount of time and money in you, Mr. Reed. I think we deserve more than that.
Christian's second year suffered a terrible tragedy in the final semester.
We were all saddened by the loss, but every other student managed to come back on time.
Christian was particularly close to Samuel Lieberman. but I'm sure he can better articulate what he was going through.
Oh, please. Enlighten us.
Christian, wait. Didn't they want to see you dance?
Can't you see how desperate you look? I don't know how to make it any clearer. I do not want to be with you, okay?
Hey, Nick. Sorry for my rapid retreat yesterday.
It's okay. I have that effect on people lately.
Peckish? So, I guess you're living the life. Bit of study, taking girls to lunch.
I thought you asked me. When medicine's more than a bit of study.
Sorry. I'm sure it's tough.
Whatever. Probably know all about me. Oh, come on, you knew my name. You must have heard.
Heard what?
Forget it. It's not lunchtime conversation.
You can tell me.
Last year I was involved in an accident. This kid. I hit him with my car. I just assumed you were one of those emo psychology girls who suddenly found me so much more interesting afterwards. Anyway, the police finding was that it was an accident, so I'm not guilty or anything. But
wow. It's all about you, isn't it? That kid, his name was Sammy Lieberman, and oh gosh, I am so sorry he ruined your year.
You were at the deposition, that's how I knew you. How long have you been following me for?
Don't worry, that's over. I just wanted to let you know, to tell you that you killed the best person I have ever known. Plan is in place. This little monster is gaga for gaga tonight.
So, anyway, I was thinking that maybe we should have dinner while I'm here. I'd love to ask Javier about his super yacht.
Who?
Did I pronounce it right? Javier. Grace said he was Argentinian.
She'd know.
Grace.
I'm trying to make you look interesting, and it's working, so go, really, man.
You expect to be treated like an adult, and then you persist with this nonsense. My private life is absolutely none of your business.
What private life, Miss Rain? I'm getting you one so you don't have to leech the fun out of mine.
Don't want it sitting there, haunting me. Do you want to get out of here?
Like, I want to be with him. I mean, sure, he did that whole half-baked declaration thing last year, but stop me if this gets Christian weird.
Totally fine.
He seriously thinks I'm clinging on to that. Do you want to come catch the tiniest glimpse of me at the back of the call?
I think I'm just gonna grab some couch time.
All's well in Catland?
See ya.
I want to maximize the free time, not control it. But it just sits there, looming, hours upon hours.
This is meant to be a hip-hop venue, it says right here.
Hello, kiddies. It's gonna be a scintillating night.
Penny Drop's magical Mardi Gras cabaret experience.
Now, all the way from Twistbakistan. Please pop your pedals up for the lovely Lily!
I paid for you and we get a free entree. Fun starts now.
I'm sorry you didn't get to go out with your friends. Marcus. He was my boyfriend all through the academy and then as well in the company.
You crazy kids were in love?
But then he left and I stayed. He had adventures, got married, had children.
The swine.
When you started making up stories to make me more interesting, you hit a sore spot.
I wouldn't have done a Javier if I'd known.
You're right, I could have told you. I know how to be a ballet teacher and principal, but I don't know how to be... I'm not saying I see myself as your mother. I would never presume.
I've never had a proper one. So I wouldn't know if you were doing it wrong anyway.
No, Grace, hang up. Stop it. No, hang up. Hang up. Hello, Lucinda Rain. Oh, no, you're right, Marcus. I called you.
If this works, I can go to Gaga.
Not a chance.
They were like vultures, waiting for me to cry over Sammy.
Do the girls really find this act so dreamy?
As if I use him like that.
I think you're honouring Sammy. You're exploiting his memory as an excuse to drink. And yes, I am aware that's hypocritical.
Look at those pins. Don't tell me I've got a dancer in the audience.
Guilty.
Good. I'll have to tell Stefan you're watching. He needs to lift his game. Why is it the ones with the natural talent always end up so complacent? The ego, surely. Now, a little birdie told me that there's a very special boy out there who's ready to throw in the dance towel, but his friend wants to reignite his passion flame. Where's Christian? Christian? Oh, Christian! Come on up, don't be shy. Come on, everybody. Let's give him some magical cabaret courage. Christian! 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 Come on, guys. Christian! Christian! He's in the room, you stop and stare. He's a tease, hint of sleaze, but a classy affair. It's a fact, what an act, he's a rising star. Get up, shake your butt, baby, you will go far. There's nothing in the world he hasn't done before. With a voice that is choice, hey, could you ask for more? Appealing, revealing, the dance floor's reeling. The boy really knows how to. I'm gonna show you a diva. Let me show you a diva. I'm gonna show you a diva. Come on, Christian. I hope he's got another dream. He isn't exactly Twinkle Toes, is he? Oh, it's a Mardi Gras miracle! Let me show you a diva. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you a diva. Come on, diva, yeah. Diva, let me show you a diva. I'm gonna show you a diva.
It's late. You had an early start.
What's she doing? I'm gonna show you a diva.
Okay, donation chart. Everyone's been chipping in, just in case your scholarship doesn't come through.
It's at $76.
Wait till the Lamington Drive / bikini car wash.
This is... You guys didn't need to...
Look, we already lost one good mate last year. We've missed you, Rita. What do you want?
Ooh, eggs, bacon. Bacon and eggs.
Look, I haven't been stalking you. After the hearing, I had to know what sort of person you were.
Once they told me it wasn't my fault, then if Sammy wasn't real, like if I didn't know his friends or family, somehow I could live with it.
How do you?
I don't. I don't live with it. I think I show people what they want to see, you know? Like my parents. They want it to be over and okay, so I pretend like it is.
I've been hating the guy who killed Sammy ever since it happened.
You should. You should hate me. I'm so sorry.
So staying positive. How long do I have to keep that up? Because amazing seems like a fair way off.
Thanks for seeing me again. I really appreciate your time.
I'm at the academy with my friends. I have this second chance to get my life right.
Gory details over lunch?
Oh, I've already promised Marcus. Next time. Oh.
Everyone's always said that if I just stopped messing around. Suck it up, Kat. Keep smiling. It's the one thing you're truly good at. I worked hard on Marcus's assignment, but I didn't end up using Nick as the subject. Instead, I chose a stranger. Someone I'm only starting to figure out. Someone I'm a little scared of. Me.